Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Real Talk with LoukProp, and today we are continuing our series on exploring the HDB clusters that will MOP this year in 2022. And today we'll be going through the northeast area, Sengkang Punggol area, and stay tuned to the end of this video because the third cluster we'll be looking at today will be my personal favorite. Let's go. So as usual, we'll be looking at three different clusters today, and in the northeast area, we'll be first looking at Sengkang area. The first cluster we'll be looking at is Farmville Riverwalk. Now, why is this one of my selection? Farmville Riverwalk is a 20 to 22 story high development consisting of 4 blocks and a total of 727 units consisting of 2, 3 and 4 room units. Farmville Riverwalk is just next to Laya LRT, which is one stop away from Seletar Mall, where you can settle all your shopping and grocery needs there, because Seletar Mall is a pretty good mall in itself. Now, even if you don't want to travel all the way to Seletar Mall, this cluster is pretty much self-sustainable. It has Sheng Siong, it has a food court and many other shops in the development. Also, if you are looking for recreation, right beside it is Punggol Reservoir, which is a really nice scenery, and it's really a few minutes of a cycle all the way up to Sengkang Riverside Park, and that's where Sengkang Sports Centre is as well. And why this is one of my recommendations is because it's one of the few HDB flats in Singapore that is above 20 stories high. It is between 20 to 22 stories, so you may have a chance of buying a very high level unit that gives you a pretty good view. Also, another reason why I'm introducing this cluster is because it is actually at the center of 4 different primary schools within 1 kilometer distance away, namely Sengkang Green Primary School, Fern Green Primary School, Anchor Green Primary School, and also Farmville Primary School. So if you are parents looking for a place where there are many choices for primary school, this may be the cluster that you are looking for. Now, the next cluster we'll be looking at is pretty close to Farmville Riverwalk as well as in Sengkang area. It's called Anchorvale Parkview. Now, Anchorvale Parkview has 503 units in total, consisting of 4 residential blocks of 16 stories high for each block, consisting of 4-room flats, 5-room flats, and also the rare 3-gen flats. Now, these 3-gen flats are very big in size. They are about 1,292 square feet in size, consisting of 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is perfect for the multi-generational families out there. This cluster is 3 to 5 minutes walk from Farmway LRT and is actually next to Sengkang Riverside Park and a few minutes walk to Sengkang Sports Centre. So being next to Sengkang Riverside Park offers a lot of the units there an unblocked greenery view, which I think many of you will really like. This cluster is also pretty much self-sustainable in that it also has Sheng Siong, food court and other shops in the development itself. Now, if you are looking at this cluster, it is one of the few HDB clusters that's going to MOP in 2022 in Sengkang that will be within 1 kilometer distance to Nan Chau Primary School, which is one of the most famous schools in Sengkang area. Now, to recap, if you are a multi-generational family that wants to be close to one of the more famous schools in Sengkang in Nan Chau Primary School and be beside Sengkang Riverside Park to get that unblocked greenery view, this cluster may be the choice for you. Now, the last cluster we'll be going through today is Waterway View in the Punggol region, and this is actually my favorite out of the 3 we are going through today. This cluster has a total of 1,057 units, a pretty large development. It has 10 blocks and it ranges from 3, 4 and 5 room units. The floor levels for these 10 blocks are a little bit different. You have a range from 6 stories high all the way up to 17 stories high. Now, this cluster is 5 to 7 minutes walk to Oasis LRT, and it is just next to Oasis Terraces. Now, Oasis Terraces is actually a retail mall that has 6 levels of retail shops, 45 retail shops in total. And the shops are including NTUC, McDonald's, Starbucks, Anytime Fitness, Popular, and many, many more. Now, as mentioned earlier on, Waterway View offers 3, 4 and 5 room units. And the interesting thing about this cluster is that the living and dining area has full height glass window, which is not very common in HDB nowadays. Only in the rooms will they have 3/4 height windows. So this is pretty perfect, especially if you are facing the waterway, right? Because this cluster is next to my waterway at Punggol. So all these units that are facing the waterway, if you have a full height glass window, you get a pretty good view of the water surrounding this cluster. Also, some of the 4 and 5 room units actually come with a balcony as well, which adds on to that perfect view right in front of your house. The cluster is also pretty well thought out in terms of its facilities around the development because it has a really beautiful open landscape deck. Now this landscape deck features things like fitness corners, children playgrounds, precinct pavilions, and also rest shelters that everybody can enjoy. Also, on top of the residential blocks, you can find sky gardens as well, which is accessible to the public, where you can stand there, have this open viewing platform to view all around Punggol area. And the most important thing about Punggol is that there will be a Punggol Digital District in the Punggol North region. Now this digital district will be pretty big for Punggol area, and it will actually help to add on to the value of Punggol HDB flats in the area as well, to retain the value and even possibly increase the value of the properties around it. Also, if you are looking at recreational activities, you are just like 1 or 2 LRT stops away from Punggol Town Hub and Punggol Regional Sports Centre, which will be completed by this year and next year. Also, Coney Island is just a few minutes cycle away, so if you're an outdoor junkie, that will be the place for you. So Waterway View is a cluster that offers you a lot in terms of internal amenities, facilities, great units, and also future developments that will be here to come in the coming few years. So if you are into that sort of thing, this place is perfect for you. So if you're into the Northeast area, these are the clusters that I think are really good and my recommendations for you to look out for. Are there any other clusters that you want me to talk about that I haven't covered here? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now if you like the video, please go and like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now, we always try to end our video a little bit more different, right? Bring different endings to all our Real Talk videos. But today I've run out of ideas, so bye.